What if the city's underground infrastructure was changing the foundation of your biggest investment? That is what some Austin homeowners say is happening to them. They've been emailing KXAN about sinkholes forming at their homes around Austin's aging stormwater lines.
As KXAN investigator Kevin Clark discovered, this system meant to protect Austinites from flooding and erosion is less scrutinized than other city infrastructure.
Oh, there it goes.
This was Michael Sanford's backyard during the summer. Exposed by heavy rain, a sinkhole formed around a stormwater line under his property.
It was very deep. It was about 5 feet deep, 12 feet long.
After KXAN first showed you this problem back in June, the city of Austin temporarily filled the hole with rocks. But Sanford looks on, fearing for his home and the safety of his family.
Any heavy rain is going to pull that through. This rock will probably get pulled through. Biggest concern for me is, a child falls in during a rain event.
An underground inspection revealed a deeper issue. The city's stormwater pipe had corroded. In an internal email from June, Austin's then Watershed Protection Assistant Director said it does not appear to have a bottom and needs to be pulled and replaced.
I really got no answer early on. They're like, we're addressing it as fast as we can, but here we are at 2 months and nothing's really happened.
The city says it's working on a fix, but it won't be simple. The corroded pipe runs under close to 20 homes in the Village of Shady Hollow subdivision in South Austin. Sanford and his neighbors have counted 5 sinkholes.
I know one neighbor has bought flood insurance. Another neighbor has been experiencing flooding, so she went out and got a sump pump. Another neighbor's put in a retention wall.
20 minutes away, there's Barrett and Nicolette Morgan.
We were really excited when we first bought this home.
They learned the stormwater system under their Travis Heights home was active 2 days after they closed on it. Now, along that line, they're seeing pockets of erosion, including a sinkhole in their front yard.
I don't want my 3 or 5-year-old coming out playing or just going to their porch, which should be a very simple thing, and stepping off their porch and falling into a hole.
The city, which promises a fix here too, told us it believes groundwater is entering through cracks in the pipe, leading to the loss of soil. It estimates the pipe to be between 85 and 105 years old. And during heavy rain, when the water has no place to go, the Morgans see this, the manhole on their street lifted off the ground.
I'm trying to voice my concerns and be the squeaky wheel so that way they can see that this is a problem that needs to be fixed.
Austin has close to 1,200 miles of stormwater pipe, but a 2019 comprehensive infrastructure assessment notes the network is not built to standards to meet the current demand. It adds the deficiencies have potential health, life, and safety impacts.
Before a certain time frame in the 70s, 80s, the criteria for storm pipes didn't necessarily have reinforced storm pipes.
So Austin Watershed Protection Director Jorge Morales said crews are putting cameras inside the stormwater system to detect problem spots.
We're trying to be strategic based on risk, based on age and material type, where we get our eyes on some of those pipes.
But does the city know its stormwater system well enough to prioritize what's important? Our investigation found the city has labeled 93% of its storm drain pipe in unknown condition, while the condition of its manholes and inlets are 100% unknown. Compare that with Austin's water utility. None of its water and wastewater pipes are in unknown condition, according to the infrastructure assessment.
What would the reason for that be, that high number?
It probably has to do, Kevin, with the age, the time we've had our program relative to the water utility. From an asset management standpoint, they've probably been doing things for a lot longer.
Watershed Protection does have a storm drain inspection program, both reacting to sinkholes and other events and proactively monitoring its system. But progress is slow. Morales said the department has inspected about 100 of its 1,200 miles of pipe since it began this program 10 years ago. A city spokesperson added the Watershed Protection Department's budget allows it to inspect 1% of its storm drains annually, and that pipes are not repeatedly inspected because of limited resources.
I know there's miles and miles of it, but waiting to react doesn't seem like the right solution.
Meanwhile, in his backyard, Michael Sanford hopes for more urgency in conducting proactive inspections, and Barrett Morgan says his biggest investment is at stake.
The hard part is when I asked the city if this was a safe place for my children and my family to be, they couldn't give me that answer.
We spoke with Ben Hodges, a UT professor and civil engineer. He told us keeping up with stormwater systems proactively is a challenge for cities, as is predicting sinkholes. He also noted previous annexations and constant new development leaves Austin with more to keep up with. Finally, he said that cities tend to put stormwater maintenance on the back burner when there's a budget crunch.
We see the roads every day, and when the roads go bad, people are complaining because they're driving over potholes. But when the equivalent of a pothole occurs in a stormwater drain, who sees it?
We reached out to the two council members who represent the families in these two cases. We're waiting to hear back and hope to better understand whether they'll be pushing for more infrastructure spending. A massive infrastructure bill is making its way through Congress right now, but the city tells me it's too early to determine how it would benefit our area if it passes. We'll keep you updated. Back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. When we asked the Watershed Protection Director what he would say to the frustrated families, he said he knows neighbors have been waiting a long time, but solutions were coming and the department would let them know a timeline soon.
In both cases Kevin showed you, the department says moving the pipe is a long-term option being considered. Remember, this investigation started as a tip from those homeowners. If you have something you think we should look into, email us at report@kxan.com.